I want us to pause and remember the vision our founders put down in writing. Their dream wasn't vague. It was spelled out in the very first lines of our Constitution. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish the Constitution for the United States of America. That's the standard, that's the promise, and yet when we trace our history, we see just how often liberty has been eroded. Sometimes in the name of security, sometimes in the name of progress, sometimes simply because men and women in power could get away with it. Tonight, we're going to walk through the story of how liberty has been lost step by step from the founding to today. This is episode 9 of Underground Pulpit, the Erosion of Liberty.
Pulpit, where faith and current events collide, where we're not afraid to ask how history, government, and scripture all tie together in the moment we've been living in. Now, I want to start this with my own personal statement about this particular topic. And I want to say this, that I was a soldier in the United States Army many years ago, okay? And when I put on the uniform, I swore an oath before God to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That oath wasn't just on paper, okay? It was a binding promise that I made, a sacred bond, and I've never forgotten it. The Constitution begins with the preamble that was just read for you. Words that laid out the vision for liberty of this nation. And here's the sobering truth, that liberty doesn't erode by accident. It erodes when men and women in power choose to bend, twist, or ignore the very document that they swore to uphold, the same as I did. And that's the story we're going to talk about tonight. And we're not going to tell the whole story. It's too long. We're going to get into it, though. Step by step, moment by moment, how liberty has been chipped away from the earliest years of the Republic all the way to what we're living through now. This isn't just history. Okay, this is a warning, because the same oath I swore still matters today. The same Constitution is still hanging in the balance. I'm Pastor Peter. These are my friends, Adam and Carla, as usual. You guys have anything to say about that before we get into the rest of this? Adam, Carla?
It's very noticeable how much things have changed since the quote-unquote good old days, right? Like, we've come a long way, but at the same time, at what cost? So I think that's kind of what we're going to start digging up here. And
Yeah, I mean, the 90s were a good time. I'm just saying. But, I do feel like there was a lot of corruption or whatever going on. We just didn't hear about it like we do today with the internet the way it is. But
well, yeah, in the 90s, we didn't care about it.
Well, I mean, you're right. But
I was trying to watch Ghostbusters and Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got married in the 90s. It make me feel old. I have to always remember that. My kids are the same age as you are. Well, I don't belong here. I just belong somewhere else. Oh. As we get into this topic, I brought a game for us to play. This is our new thing. And I brought Bunko. And it's in a cute purple box. I don't know why I got one.
Is that from the 90s?
It might be. I found it in that closet back there.
Oh, really?
One day, yes. I found it back there with names of people who used to go to church here in it.
Wow.
With the results of their Bunko games.
It's somebody's.
So, I think it belonged to the church. Well, at least I hope it did. And like I said, it came in this cute pink and purple box, and I got the rules out, and we're gonna learn how to play this game. This will be a chance for us to beat Adam at something, unless he's as lucky as he is strategic, because the game has no strategy at all. It's just a lot of luck. Okay, so I guess maybe I'll get started. I told you guys how to play, right? So we're in round one, and first we need to do is pick our special sequence. What do we want to do to win the fuzzy dice? Easiest thing would be to just roll a 1, 2, 3. Or we can a 4, 5, 6, or whatever you want.
Could it be 1, 1, 6?
No, it's got to be 3 different numbers.
Oh, okay.
So
3, 1, 6.
so 1, 3, 6.
Could it be 3, 1, 6?
Well, the sequence doesn't count. So
Is that what you just asked?
no, you said 1, 1, 6.
We can change it
Well,
up.
it's like
However.
for John 3:16.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh
let's do
yeah,
that
there
then.
you go. Good.
There
Thank
you
you.
go. So, all right, we'll pick that then. Ding, you get a tick for that. Okay, so 3, 1, 6 is our sequence. Whoever rolls that gets the fuzzy die, and then whenever you roll it again, you have to snatch the fuzzy die from whoever has it. Okay.
Okay.
Now again, this played in 6 rounds. This is round 1, and now is when you ding the bell. All right. I got no ones, so Adam, it's your turn.
Your turn.
Not.
None, huh? Man, this is not a good start for us.
Do we keep going or
You just keep going around.
until somebody gets a 1?
Well, if you roll a 1, you get to keep going.
Okay, but when is the round over?
When someone gets to 21,
Oh, with ones. Okay.
which one?
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Got it.
It's gonna be a long round.
Well, if not, if somebody rolls a bunco, then it's over.
True.
Right? I did not.
These do have ones on them, right?
They do, yeah, I know
Okay.
they do, because Marissa and I played quite a while the other night. There you go.
Ooh, 1.
Look
You
at
got
that one. That's way
Yeah,
off.
you got a 1.
What kind of one is
It
that?
is way off. Look at
Now
that.
pick up and roll again.
That's a fake one.
It's a big one.
It's a
Should be a 2.
bootleg.
So I got to roll
Hey,
all
roll
3
again.
again.
Yeah, roll all again.
Okay.
It's not like Yahtzee.
Ah,
All right. Now it's your turn. You got a 1. All
yeah,
right.
yours is the same.
You got another one?
Yep.
All right.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Nope. All right, I'm going to get Funko right here and end this round right now.
Sure.
So the last time we got together and talked about this, we talked about some of the things that had happened early on, but we didn't talk about this Alien and Sedition Act. You guys ever heard about this?
Recently, but only recently.
Remind me.
It's when President John Adams signed laws criminalizing criticism of the government. All the way back in 1798.
Huh?
He made it illegal. And I think that's, I
So
mean,
he made it illegal to criticize the government?
yes.
Oh.
Newspapers were shut down, political opponents were jailed. Men
is
used
this
their
Britain?
power to silence dissent.
Wow.
Oh, I finally know. I'm on the board. All right. Okay, let's see. So this goes all the way back, a long ways, to the founding of the country. I mean, we had a First Amendment. We guaranteed freedom of the press, right? But as soon as they got a chance, they made a rule or a law. This was an act that made it that illegal. Oh, yeah, now you get to ding the dinger.
Oh my gosh, I told you.
All right, so Adam gets the W, and we get L's. Yes, they make you write L's in your columns. And because you got a bunco, you get a little B down here, so we have to keep track of your buncos.
No.
Wow. All right, so now we're going to start round 2. And now we're shooting for 2s, okay?
Okay.
Of which I got one there. special number either. You roll another bunko, I'm gonna call shenanigans. I'm gonna call you an alien, a seditious alien.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
what happened with that law?
It
Like,
eventually
when
got-
did we get free speech?
We had free speech at the beginning. That's the First Amendment. The same amendment that gave us the freedom of the press
But then
gave
they
us free
put
speech.
that in?
But then they put that in, yeah.
Okay, I need to freshen
I-
up on my US history.
Well, I got another 2. All right. Yeah, I was just shocked. How could they? At one hand,
It's so contradictory.
okay, that's another 2. Yeah, to put in an amendment. I mean, because it was, it took getting ratified by all the states and all that kind of stuff, and then immediately, put in this act. About that.
Okay. 316.
There you go. Take the fuzzy dice. Go ahead, put your gun rolling.
I didn't do that. False ring.
It's your turn. There's a 2 for Carla.
All right, that was my only question.
That was your only question? All right. Well, do you guys have any examples of this kind of thing was happening way back when that you could think of?
What happens if he gets 3 ones right now?
Nothing.
If you triples, you get 5 points for any triple.
And
Oh.
he just got 3 ones.
Then you get 5 points.
It's on here, you can see it happen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get to keep rolling. Anytime you score points, you get to keep rolling.
So any number triple is 5.
Unless it's a bunko.
Okay.
Another 2.
Another 2, all right.
Another 2.
All right.
I tried to tell you.
You warned me. There's another. You got 2 more.
2 more 2s. That's it.
That's it. All right. Come on, Carla. You're our only hope. All right, and 1 for you.
Another one.
Nice.
Are they each 1 point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Each one you roll is 1 point, so you get another one.
Does that count? No.
Another one. All right. You're just racking them up here. She's on a roll.
No.
No. All right. There we go. 316.
There it is.
All right.
Oh, it's your turn.
Let's put this out these for somebody can reach it. That's another 2 for Adam. Nope.
Wait.
It was 6,
Oh, okay.
616.
Okay.
Okay.
This one's hard to talk and play.
Too busy. It's too busy. Triple says 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 3, 4, 5 doesn't count. Nothing. I told you there's no strategy in this game. 2. You just rolling up for a bunko.
And
So
this is when John Adams was president, right? Was
That act was John Adams, yeah, in 1798. So right after.
So
right after
anyone
Washington.
that criticizes the government, that's a crime.
The John Adams signed laws criminalizing criticism of the government.
Okay.
Right.
Even though the First Amendment was free speech.
Right, and I suspect it was originally meant to just cover like people talking, But of course, that's the First Amendment was specifically meant for political speech.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only speech they really wanted to protect. And everything else was well, why would you need to protect any of that kind of speech? But so it was political speech that they were specifically trying to correct. And so now you signed a law that it criminalizes criticizing the government. You're specifically criminalizing something that you already specifically said you couldn't criminalize. Yeah, I don't understand, how that happened. Again, it's corruption.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other way to describe it.
Mm-hmm. And how did it go away?
I know it. Look it up. We looked that up. I don't remember.
But it did go away.
It did go
right?
away.
Like,
we got a worse one.
What's that?
About 100 years later, we got a worse one. During World War I, they passed the Espionage and Sedition Act. That was Woodrow Wilson. And they fined and imprisoned people for speaking against the war. It was specifically against the war. But they fined or imprisoned thousands of people, citizens, pastors, journalists, whoever they could. If you were criticizing the war, World War I, they threw you in jail. They fined you. Right? And that was another one, that
It's like pumping fear into people.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and because the war was very unpopular,
Mm-hmm.
but Wilson wanted to be in it, so he just criminalized it to make it to say that anything against the war. It was one of those wars that there wasn't as clear of a bad guy in that particular war as there was in the second one. Whose turn is it?
Was it my turn? No.
All right.
1, 2. Where we at? 14. Funko. Just kidding.
Good try, though. Maybe I'll try that. Bunko! Oh, I got a 1/3 of a bunko. But even Abraham Lincoln got involved in this.
2 twos.
2 twos. During the Civil War, he suspended habeas corpus. You know what that is? That's that legal term that.
Is that the one?
Okay, no, okay. Nothing. That allowed him or the government. You got one? To imprison you for disloyalty, without any trial. 6. Yeah, you got it. You took the fuzzy die. Oh, triples.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's almost there.
I wish you all. Do you know how to play pinochle?
No.
I wish you all knew how to play pinochle.
Well, you have to teach us.
Might take too long.
Oh. It's your
I mean, the game wouldn't, but teaching you how to play, it's a long process, definitely. At least I got.
You did? I got it. 1, 2, 6. Boo. All right. I get to keep rolling. Okay. Get a bunko, come on. So yeah, they were throwing people in prison during the Civil War without giving them any trial. Right? They just Abraham Lincoln just said, nah, we're not going to do that. We're going to suspend that particular rule. And if you're,
Gosh, it sounds like North Korea.
it does in certain ways,
You know?
huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh. I never knew that. But like, I feel like when we were kids, they were pumping in our head how great. Is it your turn?
He win. He just won. That's 21. Ding.
Did you do that on accident?
Ring the round for the end. Adam gets the W. We get the L's.
So you went for the first two.
All right, let's start round 3. Now we're rolling for 3s.
Right. Yeah, in the 90s, when we were in school, it was like, America's so great. Everything, we're the best country in the world. Look at our map. Look how big we are on the map. You know about that, right?
Compared to Africa?
No, I'm just saying on the map that we see in school, that's not how big everything really is, right?
Yeah, you have to look at
Yeah.
the globe to get to.
You can look at a
to
real
get the
map
relative
to
size.
see, like what I have heard, I don't know if this is true, is that they made America look really big on purpose.
Well, it's not on purpose. It has to do with what they call a Mercator projection, right? Where you take the because the map should be on a round thing, right? 'Cause supposedly
spread out like
the
that?
Earth is round.
I don't know.
Supposedly. So when you take it and you peel it off and you lay it flat, it stretches out those top and bottom parts, right? So the
That's
closer
what they told you.
the
No, I'm
closer
kidding.
the closer you get to the equator, the more accurate it is for size, and the bigger the further north or south you get, then the more.
Is that why Greenland is so big?
That's why Greenland is so huge.
Because I'm like,
Africa
okay, no.
and Africa really get because it's right in the middle. and
Yeah.
it's not too far north or too far south. It gets a bum rap. You could actually stuff. I think it was the Soviet Union, America, China, Brazil, Australia,
All of them in there?
all of
Oh,
it
wait.
Africa.
You already went once?
Wait, what about,
I went.
okay,
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
done. I got one roll. I got one
isn't
roll.
Asia the biggest?
Asia's
continent?
the biggest continent. Yeah.
So how much can you stuff into Asia? This is not on topic.
Oh well. But think about it. If you think about it,
We're going 3s, right?
yeah, we're looking for
Okay.
3s now. We're in round 3.
Did you get one?
Yeah.
You got one.
Okay.
There's been all kinds of labor disputes, through the history of, as they tried to unionize and things like that, and the government, was stuffing all of that, was helping out the bosses keep their workers in line, working long hours. There were no child labor laws. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on like that in our country. Just the issue of slavery itself, you think about, is really really a huge loss of liberty. I mean, those people had no liberty, right? Those people, this makes me sound bad, but they had zero liberty, and it took 100 years, or almost 100 years, 80 some years to straighten that out, right?
Yeah.
And then we didn't learn our lesson when in World War II they interred Japanese people. I'm sure you've heard about that.
The interpret?
No,
I
interred.
can't. Inter.
They imprisoned
Yes.
120,000 Japanese people.
Yes, I've heard about that.
Many of which
yes.
were actual U.S. citizens,
That's terrible.
right? Yeah, it was terrible. Whose turn is it?
Is it mine?
I think you went last.
I think
Did you?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he did.
I think I did.
It's
Yeah.
your turn.
Okay.
102. Look at you. 2 again. One. Bungo!
That's not bunko. We're on 3s.
Just kidding.
But
5.
But it's 5. You get 5 points for that.
It would be if we were on round 3.
So you
I
got
mean
another-
4.
You got another 3. Yep. Another 3.
316 again.
Oh,
You get to keep it.
since
I
you already
get to
have it,
keep it.
you take it from yourself.
I'm done.
All right.
I'm done.
That was good. That was a good round for you. You took the lead.
I mean, when?
For the first time tonight, someone's leading besides Adam.
Wait, I got
He
a
had a
point.
3.
I was just joking.
Jumping the gun.
You know.
So you messed me up.
Messed up his flow. You should do more of that. I hate this game.
There's a 3. Three. That's it.
So let's just talk about the corruption that was happening in our own lives today. Why don't we just talk about that
Sure.
since this historical
Since we're not educated.
going back and forth here, we don't really know. Let's talk about the things that we see around the erosion of liberty that are going on in our own lives, in our own lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whose turn is it? Oh, I rolled. Did I get
Well,
a
you've
3?
got a 3. There's
got
a
a
3
3.
right there.
How about
I mean, what about COVID?
Oh my gosh.
Right, just think about COVID. Can I say COVID? Is that,
Yeah.
is that against the rules? The disease that cannot be named.
yeah, and it's the same thing with COVID that it is for everything else. Oh, it's for your own safety. You know?
It's
Uh-huh.
always for your own
It's
sake.
for your own good that we're taking away your rights.
Mm-hmm.
And they just have to campaign for it. Before it even pops into people's minds, they're already convinced of what they should be thinking.
Right.
And that's been the game since the beginning.
Yeah, I think back on that. I mean, it was just a few years ago, and I think back on it now, and I get more angry whenever I think about it. It's your turn.
No.
You know that they closed the churches, but you could go to a bar.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You go to the Costco.
you go to a liquor store, and you go to Costco,
That's where everyone hung out at that club.
but you couldn't go to church.
The Price Club.
You couldn't go to the mom and pop store down the street. They made them close up. I remember. Okay, we're rolling 3s now, right? Yeah. I remember. I was getting a haircut, and of course they closed all the haircutting places, right? So, you got 2 of them. There was a barber in Rio Linda there, and
I got a 3 before
Triples.
that, and then, so 6,
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7,
Oh, you got 6. Right.
8,
Oh,
9,
great.
10,
1,
11, 12.
2. That's it. You won.
Oh,
Next week on Underground Pulpit, we're not playing games anymore.
We're done with these stupid games. We're gonna play Mumbly Peg.
oh,
And
Oh, yeah, I didn't even need to go.
you didn't even have to
That
go.
was
That was
for
the
funsies.
end of that round. Yeah, hang on. So hang on. Let me cross out these scores. Now we're in round 4. So now we're trying to roll for 4s.
Okay.
Is there a number involved in COVID that has a 4? No.
No. Just a 1 and a 9.
Well, nope. That doesn't get me the fuzzy dice either.
You can say coronavirus.
What did you guys think when COVID first came out? Were you buying the bat wet market story that they tried to pitch to us first? That it came from a bat that somebody you know.
I mean, in the very beginning. Yeah, in the very beginning.
Uh-huh.
But the more things
How long did it take you to figure it out that it was a big joke scam, or not joke?
As
I should say
soon
it
as
was,
I
I should say
heard that
joke.
there
It was a big
was
scam.
allegedly, as soon as I heard that there was a,
Yeah, we're going for 4s right now.
okay.
there isn't there like a CDC place in Wuhan or something, or like a lab?
There's a lab there, yeah. The
Yeah.
Wuhan.
As soon as I heard
Institute
that, then I thought,
of
oh,
Virology.
okay.
And we were heavily involved in them through
Yeah.
the NID. NIH, National Institute of Health, Francis Collins, Anthony Fauci, were giving money to those guys left and right.
Well, as soon as I got wind of that, then I was like, oh, well, what?
I get this fuzzy
No, you
back.
don't.
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't.
I think we went too far into the future, though. Because in order to explain
The process?
why everyone was so easily duped with COVID, it's because they had so much intelligence on everybody, how they operated, what their subconscious did when it was scrolling through videos and YouTube, because they got access to all that stuff after 9/11,
That's true, the Patriot Act.
right? And so we
That's on my
never
list here,
saw
by the way, Patriot Act.
Oh, that's on there?
It's in my notes, yeah.
we never saw Osama's body. The
Did they
biggest
bury me, see?
the biggest criminal
Allegedly.
mastermind known on the planet at the time. They had been searching for him for how long?
20 years?
Years. They finally find him. And SEAL Team 6, the most disciplined warriors and loyal warriors to the United States, decided to just throw him off the helicopter?
Into the ocean?
There's so much of that. There's so much of that.
Isn't it pretty far to the ocean from Afghanistan, isn't it? Isn't Afghanistan landlocked?
Why would they put him on the helicopter and then wait until they're halfway across the sea to decide we're going to dump his body?
Because somebody told them
Allegedly.
to. That's the only explanation. Someone told them to. And who would have that kind of authority? Not very many people.
Unless he wasn't on there.
Could Osama bin Laden still be alive?
Allegedly.
Next week on Underground Pulpit, we're gonna interview
It just really
Osama
makes
bin
you
Laden.
think.
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I don't believe anything I hear anymore on the major news broadcasters, especially.
Why would you dump his body without an order to do so? You wouldn't.
You wouldn't. No.
Why would you even put him on a plane if you weren't going to bring him back, or a helicopter? They'd never got him. He's hanging out with Epstein right now.
Oh man, that's another. Yeah.
Rabbit hole.
Oh,
I
for
mean,
sure.
they're both CIA.
Allegedly.
No, we know Osama bin Laden was CIA. We know that.
Yeah.
He was our guy to defeat the Taliban, as I recall. Right. And
I think so, right?
Yeah. He was our Saudi ally who was going to help defeat the Taliban.
I picture a lot of people that are supposed to be our enemy in quotes, like in Avengers when they had that hired actor be a terrorist.
Oh yeah.
I just wonder how many of them are really that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious, allegedly, but
I'm allegedly serious.
It's my turn.
I think
Yeah.
it's your turn. Yeah.
it is.
Oh, Chris, he gets 2 4s on his first roll.
2, 3. That's it. But yeah, the Patriot Act allowed them access to all of our private information.
Yeah.
And it wasn't to go after terrorists, because they knew who they were. They knew who they were before they terrorized, right? What did they really do that for? Whatever was hidden in those 5 buildings that went down in the flames, right? Whatever information that was is gone. Statements were made. The owner of those buildings just happened to take that day off, and he never took a day off.
Right.
They knew this was going to happen. They let it happen. And then we chased a ghost who was on our side that they created.
I still
Avengers 3.
there's 2 things I want to say. One, why did they find like 4 of the passports perfectly intact of the guys who hijacked those planes? But they exploded.
Right.
Well, aren't passports notoriously fireproof and bulletproof?
Are they?
I think you can wear a passport over your heart, and it'll protect your heart from a bullet.
I would like to test that.
Well, they said
I made that up.
the jet
Oh.
fuel.
I totally made that up.
Oh my gosh, I was like, is this something I don't know? Gee,
You
see,
didn't know
that's
about
the thing.
that?
But
American passports are tough, but they weren't
they
Americans.
weren't Americans. Okay, that's one thing I just wanted to add to that, what you're saying, because they wouldn't have been able to find them. 2, about the Patriot Act and knowing everything about everyone, and they knew who the terrorists were. Because of the Patriot Act, they could create the algorithms that send to everybody what they should believe. You know what I mean?
Right. They can lead you down whatever path they want you to take.
And I especially see it with older people. And I'm not like discriminating or anything, but like my parents and their friends and things like that, they fall for a lot of things on there, especially AI, and it's all fed to them in their feeds. So they can essentially, whoever is controlling everything, the 1%, let's call it, could essentially use these algorithms and AI to get people to do whatever they want.
They knew they could do COVID before they did COVID. They
Well, for
knew
sure. They
how many
prac-
people
they
would go for
practiced
it.
it.
Did
They
they really?
practiced it.
Did they really?
Did. It was agenda.
Allegedly.
No. This is not allegedly.
Wait, whose turn is it though? I think it's your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
They practiced this was like Event 230 or Agenda 230, something like that. They all got together and they said, okay, this is how it's going to go. We're going to do this, and this. Okay, let's pretend a novel coronavirus escaped into the environment and it was causing respiratory problems amongst the population. How would we respond to that? That was exactly the scenario that they war gamed out.
Mm-hmm.
Like a year or 2 before. I think it was called Event 230. I think is what it was called.
Wow. You know, I don't want to say like I didn't take when it came out.
No, we're doing 4s now.
I want to say I took it completely seriously when it came out. You know, I was scared for my parents because of everything I was seeing. Look at you.
Your turn.
No 4s. Gosh, I suck at 4s.
I suck at everything tonight.
And if we want to go over the process of the whole, when did you realize that things weren't what they seemed?
When I knew that things weren't what they seemed? When they told me I had to put on a mask. I'm like, oh no, this is baloney.
Well, that's like.
And that was like day 1.
Along those lines, like. Your turn.
No, it's your turn.
No, I went.
No, yeah, no, I got nothing.
You went, didn't you? Oh.
Yeah, we already went. It's your turn.
Jeez, that was quick.
Oh, there's a couple
4s.
4s. Yeah.
So the coronavirus is how much smaller than methane?
Like way smaller.
Right, but
I don't know.
did you ever really stop yourself from?
Well,
Methane got through that thing.
Right.
it's your turn now.
Even the prescribed mask
The legendary N95
Yeah,
mask,
N95,
right.
yeah. Well, when I was working, I worked at a big retail place. I'm not going to say what, but when they had told me, because I was like, okay, I'm going to wear a mask so I don't touch my face. Because I felt like that was important, that I had something over my face so I don't put my hands in my face. You know what I mean? It's your turn. So as soon as they were like, if you get the vaccine, you don't have to wear a mask. It's going to stop the spread. It's going to stop the spread. So I'm like, oh, great. Well, maybe tomorrow I'll go get the vaccine. And then the next day when I was deciding maybe I was really thinking about going and getting it. Gosh, I'm not very good. They put a sign up, if you get the shot now, or if you get the vaccine now, you still have to wear a mask. doesn't matter. And then I was just thinking, well, what is it? Well, I mean, I'm not going to go get it now. I'll wait till they work all the kinks out. Because I was like, it's new. I
Right.
don't want to go get a vaccine that just came out and was rushed, seemingly. But it's a godsend that I didn't get it
316.
because I had GBS, which is your immune system attacks your brain. And they tell me do not get any vaccines if you are susceptible or if you have had that. Because if I get that, a lot of people got GBS from the COVID shot.
Really?
And if I get that, I can get it again.
Eek.
Or it would have happened sooner. Like,
Wow.
it's not political. Real doctors today tell me do not get that. Medical people.
But this spionage you've been talking about, Adam, it goes back, further than the Patriot Act. You think about it, back in the 60s,
yeah.
they were spying on
MLK.
MLK, RFK,
All of them.
any other LK,
Tapping all their phones.
Malcolm X, anybody they thought was even a little bit suspicious. I mean,
How are they allowed to do that?
they're not. They just don't care. No one holds them accountable
That's crazy.
because they have secrets on everybody, right? Or they feed people information. They say, well, let us do this, and we'll help. We'll give you the information first, or we'll use this information to help you, right?
Yeah, they don't try these schemes without knowing they're going to succeed.
Right.
And at least back then it was a lot harder for them to do it. They actually had to have a human being go do the work.
Right.
Instead now, and I think, we're all convinced that AI is new, right? AI is new, and it's just now starting to take over jobs. Well, come on. If they're letting people play with ChatGPT 5, what do you think Men in Black were doing with it 15 years ago, right? That's what runs Google. The feeds, the streams, have the shorts.
Algorithms, right? That's your proto.
It's
your
not-
proto AI. Yeah.
How can they make an algorithm that caters to each individual person, right? That taps into their devices, that listens to what they're interested in. I mean, I got one. Okay. We got a pool recently, and through her stream, it was heard by her
A friend.
friend's phone, and she got a video that was on my YouTube because I was the one telling about that.
But it was something she would have never got a video for.
Wow.
It's like how
And-
many different caliber of bullets can go far into the pool.
Oh, really?
They were shooting a pool. It just happened to be the one that we got, and they're just
You
trying to
could
see
watch
if a
that.
50 cal can go through the whole thing.
Yeah.
To see
seeing,
how
like,
water could
strong
prevent-
It was.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, it's a strong pool if that can happen. And then
She got the exact video on her feed just by
and she's not even into. She
No.
doesn't have a pool. Never
She would
gonna get a
never-
pool. We just.
I mean,
we
it's
just were
it's
talking
it's
about
just
it.
obvious.
Yeah.
It's just
Right.
so obvious that it came from us.
Right.
I mean, that's how tied in it is.
That's scary.
And
You just went.
it's because it made a mistake. It made a mistake
Sure.
suggesting that video to that person
Right.
because there's no way she'd be interested in that. And it gave it away. I bet you there's so many more things once you start paying attention. Like once I started believing that my cell phone was listening to my words, I noticed it. Like I would never get that ad.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's weird. It's actually not weird. It's predictable. Now it's all predictable.
It's wicked, is what it is.
Yeah.
I just wish though that the algorithms with shopping could be stuff I actually want to buy, not stuff I already bought. Because I buy like a pool and I get 1 million ads for pools, all
Oh.
different kinds, after I already bought one. So what am I gonna do? It's set up, I mean, all the time. Did you go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was quick. One.
She got the 4.
And this is the true violation is now people believe things because they actually think that they thought of it
Right.
when they actually didn't think of it.
No, the AI put it in.
Do you know how many people are out there just yapping, thinking they know what they're talking about because they heard it 10 minutes ago?
Like me.
You know what I mean?
I'm just kidding.
Without doing any of the work. It's like I saw this on YouTube yesterday, so there I'm going to tell you about it today. Like it's the God honest truth. And there's no work put in it, but they believe it.
Right.
And not only do they believe it, they believe that they need to go tell people about it. And that's it.
Well, sure, they become evangelists for whatever they think they know. You know, basically, yeah. It's his turn. The 4s are elusive. That's my turn.
You got one.
I
Nope.
got
You
it.
got one.
I had a 4.
Jump the gun again.
I had a 4. I got 2 4s.
Man.
2 more. Wow.
See, I was trying to stop this.
Now you can go at him.
1, 2. Woohoo.
Say it, Bucko!
Bungo! Ding. Are you supposed to ding?
Yep, that's it. Round over.
Wait, I won?
Yeah, you win.
I won a round.
Bucko's instant 21 points. You win.
I won.
Yes.
Oh, you went over 21. Now you got to go back to 11.
Ha.
This isn't ping pong. All right, so Carla gets the W. Adam gets his first L, and I have a string of L's coming my way. All right, now we are on round 5.
That was very strong.
I pushed the button.
All right, I got a 5.
But this all goes back to erosion and corruption, right?
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
liberty, erosion
Yeah.
of liberty, right? And then this country was meant to be, but there's so many other liberties that they've. I mean, think about it. Our founders went to war for a 2% tax. What do you think about a 2% tax now? It's like, oh, what, another 2%? I don't want to do it, but
Oh, well.
My company charged me $232 a month because I didn't get vaccinated.
really,
Mhm.
but just a fine?
Yeah,
That's what it was.
on insurance.
And they did that, and what they did then also was they slipped in, oh, because you vape, I had vaped at the time, they added another $32 to the extra,
To the premium.
because they're like, whoa, if we're going to do this, why don't we just try
So
to do this?
was it your company or was it the?
It was the company.
Okay.
No, it was the company. It wasn't
It wasn't the insurance
the
company.
insurance company, you know. Is that, like, how
So
can
you
they
gotta
do
find
that?
They did. What am I
How do
supposed
you
to do?
stop 'em?
What am I supposed to do? The only way to avoid it was to get the vaccine and show them. Actually, no. You did have a form to fill out that somebody, I know people who actually did. It was religious freedom, religion. So I don't know. I didn't even care at the time. I was so defiant. I was like, I'll just get in on this class action lawsuit later. Then they went out of business on purpose. Dice. Your turn.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put your bunko down here. I'm sorry.
But it's like, they just kept all that money.
Mm-hmm.
This company. It just
Right.
blows my mind. Because we have the same insurance through his new company. And there's no premium for that at all.
Well,
But that's another way that they force people to do it.
yeah.
Sure, absolutely.
threaten your livelihood.
Well, that's what we're talking about today in Bible study.
Right.
Another 5. Another 5. And they knew they would get away with it. And they knew if they didn't, they wouldn't be around long enough to actually have to do anything about it.
Right. I was just thinking that.
Mm-hmm. Just a way to rob your money.
Mm-hmm.
But think about some of the other losses of liberty that we have just in that way. Just think about, you guys, oh, he got one?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. One.
You got one, all right.
So what are you going to say?
This game is not very, is it conducive to the
one?
conversation?
Hey, maybe I should keep score.
Did you get another one?
I just got one.
Okay.
Only one.
Oh, maybe you should keep score. Next round, next game.
Next game.
One, 2, and
Oh! Aha! You're determined to get it back, huh? One? Not gonna get it. One. 0.
Need a bunko right now.
Yeah, you do.
I'll take 1-5 anyway. Come here, you.
there will be one benefit
Of what? Of the vaccine?
of the complete takeover of everybody's mind.
Oh.
The Elon Musk.
All you have to do is, Alexa, what do I want for dinner?
She can decide for you.
Problem solved.
That's probably the number one hardest question or thing between man and wife.
And whatever they say is going to be like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Every time. Is it my turn?
It's your
Yeah.
turn.
Your
No,
turn.
no, you just went, didn't you? Or did he?
I think it's your turn. Yeah, because he just got a couple of 5s and then stopped rolling.
1, 2. Just 2. One. 2. I do love rummy too.
You love what?
Rummy?
Rummy? Oh, yeah.
Rummy?
Or Uno.
I love Uno too. I like rummy more.
My Rummy forever.
One,
Two.
2.
2, right? I'm in the running this time anyway. Should say that now because somebody's gonna roll a bunko.
Takes the lead. Oh, no, wait.
Now we're tied with you.
Okay, yeah.
Triples!
You win?
No, I just get 5 points. I didn't say bunko, I said triples. I would have won the last round.
Well, like I'm looking at your numbers.
Oh, okay.
So it's
no,
at 16. Okay.
I mean, if I get another triple, then I'll win. Nope.
316.
Not 316. No.
2, 3. 1, 5. So you're saying there's a chance. 2 5s. Another 5. Oh, moving on up.
No, hot streak here. Another one.
2 more.
Two
more.
Good grief.
2 more?
7. 1 more?
1 more?
Gotta believe.
Another one?
Come on.
Gotta believe.
You cannot do this. That's impossible.
Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
Ring the bell. Man, no fair. All right, so Carla gets the W again.
The AI listening in is now recalibrating. Wait a minute, that's possible. What else is possible?
All right, this is the last round. 6s are the number.
Oh, I don't want to get 3 6s. I'm just saying.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's just going to win in 21 straight rolls, isn't he? No, okay.
One,
2, 3.
Triples.
5. Do I get to roll again or no?
3, 4, 5. Yeah, you score points. You get to roll again. 2.
2. 1. I'm gonna roll. Roll. 2 more. Oh, I'm almost done. And man. This feels like gambling. That's not good.
what?
I'm just kidding.
What do you
I'm
win?
getting that feeling like I'm gambling.
1 and the thing, please.
Aww.
Okay.
I'm all sad now. My fuzzy dice. Poor Peter got 2.
Ay. I don't want to play with you guys anymore.
1, 2, 3.
Dang it.
One, 2, 3.
I don't even care about winning. I just want the dice back. I just want the fuzzy dice back.
Some Marissa kept doing last night. She was like, I just want my dice back.
So what's next?
Hmm?
What's next on our list?
Oh, I don't know. Well, what's next what's next to me is the biggest issue of all. The biggest loss of liberty that we have, and that's life. I mean, you think about the preamble and the preamble to the Declaration of Independence. You know, all of our liberties are based first on life, and we kill babies like crazy. You know, we have this year, in the past 12 months, we've aborted more babies than we did before Roe got overturned, because now they're just doing all these abortions by pill.
Oh, like
by
the
the-
over-the-counter thing?
Yeah, no, it's not really over the counter.
Which one?
The
You're not talking about the morning after thing?
no, I'm
Okay,
talking about the.
okay.
I can't think of the name.
Because
of it
that,
now.
like, can eject.
That-
Like, what can I talk about here? You know, make
but no,
things.
it's the abortion pill.
Okay, the other one.
I can't even tell you the name of it now. It just,
Is that like if you've already taken a test?
yeah,
and
you're pregnant and you just
have-
you
okay.
you have a baby inside of you and you take the pill and it kills it. It's basically a human pesticide. And one company in England has dispensed in the past 12 months 120,000 doses of this to America. One company.
Oh, wow.
They think we
Two
probably.
How
that-
many?
2.
You get 2. Sorry.
Well, 2?
2. All right.
Just 2.
And to me, that's the biggest loss of liberty that we have. I mean, there's no issue to me that's more important than that issue. As long as we're killing babies, it doesn't really matter what else we're doing. You know.
And that comes from the worldview that they've been pushing into place
Right.
instead of creation.
Absolutely.
Because if you can convince people that it's not really a human until it's born,
Right.
who
And
who
that's-
fights for the baby's rights? The babies don't have rights. When do you get rights?
When your mother decides you do. Basically. Right. That's it.
You mean according to the world?
Right. You know. If mom decides that you're a clump of cells, then you're a clump of cells, and out you go. You know, if mom decides you're a baby, then it's a double homicide if you kill her.
See, that's where I don't understand that statement you said, why that, like, you have the one way and then the other way it's a double homicide. It just doesn't make sense to me how it contradicts each other.
Well, yeah, you're a better statistic in jail than you are out roaming free like a person, right? You serve their purposes better as a prisoner, because then they can charge you money because they have more prisoners. Yeah. 2. Let's just end it right here. 3. Okay.
Well, my fuzzy dice. No.
Maybe I'll get the fuzzy dice. At least I'll get 1 W. Oh, I got a 6.
It's between me and you. I said when I rolled it, 316. I was like, 316.
Which?
No, don't burn me at the stake.
You evil Jedi.
2 more. I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna try that. 3, 1, 6. Didn't work for me. I got 3 to 1.
Nope.
I want a bunko right now, but I really want it. Ah!
One. 2. Use one more, huh?
Yep. No. Maybe I'll get it in 20 straight rolls this time. Yeah, right.
Like me.
Oh!
Get another one.
I did get another one, but I didn't get the dice.
That's okay.
Of course you think it's okay.
Need one more.
That's it. Ding. No, now it's that game over. Say ding, 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 ding. All right, so let me tally these up here. Hang on.
All right, who's the big wiener?
It's,
Chicken dinner.
and L. Okay, so my total wins is 0. Adam got 1, 2, 3, 4. Carla got 1, 2, and you have the fuzzy dice. That gives you 3.
So you won.
So it was 4-3. Adam wins by 1. All right. So, well, I had fun playing the game tonight. Although I think you're right. It didn't make the conversation as conducive as we usually have it.
I know.
It was kind of absorbed things because there are a lot of things I think that we could have talked about, and we didn't talk about January 6th at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is another huge erosion of liberty that happened there. We barely scratched the surface on the abortion issue. We didn't talk about property taxes at all. We didn't talk about the never-ending wars, the social media policies about misinformation, that came down. Remember, there was a time when there's still a time there's certain things you put out. We even did tonight. We couldn't have this discussion on Twitch tonight. Right? That's an erosion of our liberty.
Right.
Now it's a private platform if they want to do that, but still, it's not. It's an erosion thereof. So, I think we can continue probably talking about this topic next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
And maybe play something that's gonna kind of not absorb so much of the conversation because I have a lot more I want to say about this. Okay.
Yeah, I do too.
So the question I have is, this is a Christian podcast, and what is the significance of bringing up the erosion of liberty from the biblical perspective of, why is this happening, right? Because the Israelites were God's people. And he brought them out of slavery, but then didn't they also fall back into it a couple times with the Assyrians and Babylonians?
Well, he brought them out of slavery from Egypt, right? He rescued them from there, and then they conquered Canaan, and eventually they set up their tribal lands, right?
The 12 tribes.
With the 12 tribes, they all had their own tribes, their own lands, and they were ruled by judges, right? God was their king, and they were ruled by judges, and God would raise up a judge at a time that they needed one, right? Eventually, the people rebelled against that system. They wanted a king. They wanted a king they could see, that they could They wanted to be a king, as the Bible says. They wanted a king so they could be like all the other nations.
That was when Saul became king, right?
That was when,
Okay.
yes, Samuel, and the last judge was Samuel. He was also the first prophet, or the first to hold that office. He wasn't the first prophet, he was the first one to hold that office. Okay, and he prayed. He prayed to God, and he said, God, this is wrong. Why are they rejecting? And Samuel took it personally because he was the last judge. He was supposed to be in charge, right? And God said, no, Samuel, they're not rejecting you. They're rejecting me. Which is one of the most heartbreaking lines in the Bible when you read that. And so he sent out Samuel to find someone to anoint to be king. And he chose Saul, and it was kind of randomly because he gathered up all the tribes, and then, Saul said, okay, take all those, he said, take all the other tribes away and bring Benjamin forward. So Benjamin came forward, right? And then he said, okay, now Benjamin arranged himself in its ranks, and he said, okay, now in his clans, he said, okay, now get rid of all those clans. Okay, except for this one. And that clan stepped forward, and that's the clan that Saul was in, and he was the tallest, strongest, most beautiful
Right.
of all of them. And so everybody looked at him and said, "Well, that's our king, yeah. Good job," right? And so Saul had certain rules he had to follow. Now, God had warned them all the way back in the writings of Moses about what a king was going to do. He's going to take your money. He's going to take your land. He's going to send you to war. He's going to take your daughters. He's going to take all these things he was going to do, right? Well, that's exactly what Saul did eventually. And until he got to blatantly disobeyed God in a direct order he got through Samuel. Go here, do this thing, and don't do this thing. And Saul did what he wanted to do.
Right.
And so God removed his anointing from him, right? And sent him out and he sent Samuel out to find David instead, but through all the rigmarole, whatever, they found the kingdom, right? Saul founds the kingdom, David grows the kingdom, and then he hands it off to Solomon. Solomon builds the temple, and they have a pretty good time of it under Solomon, right? The kingdom grows and thrives and prospers, becomes rich and powerful and mighty, but it can't last because it's in sin, right? So when Solomon dies, there's a civil war, which divides the kingdom, right, between the north Israel and the south Judah, right? 10 tribes in the north, 2 tribes in the south. And eventually the northern tribes are both nations sin, but the Israel is worse. They're way worse. They're falling into idolatry. They're doing child sacrifices. They're doing all the things that the other nations were doing, they're doing. So God destroys them. He just wipes them out. He sends the Assyrians. The Assyrians come in. They destroy everybody. Wherever they don't destroy, they carry away. They put their own people there instead to fill the land with Assyrians rather than Jews. Okay, until they have this mongrel race. They call it, in the Bible they call them Sumerians because that's Samaria in the Jesus time in the Bible. Okay, and they kind of have this half Jewish, half pagan religion that they follow. Okay. And that's why the Jews won't hang out with them. They won't go there. They won't talk to them. They won't touch them because they're unclean. They're dirty. They don't follow the rules, and they know that they're a mongrel race. Well, about 100 years later, Judah continues to sin, and God warns them through various prophets: Ezekiel, Jeremiah, a little bit of Daniel, but mostly Ezekiel and Jeremiah and Hosea. Anyway, it's those big guys, right? And eventually, he sends Nebuchadnezzar in Babylon to get rid of them, but he doesn't. He has promises he's made, right? He promised David that someone from his line would always sit on the throne. Okay, so he can't destroy the nation completely because God always keeps his promises.
Right.
Right. So he destroys most everybody, destroys the temple, tears down Jerusalem, desolates the land, and carries off a remnant back to Babylon, right, where they stay for 70 years. And the reason it was 70 years is because one of the rules they broke was they're supposed to let the land rest. Every so often, they're supposed to let the land rest. They give it the land got a Sabbath also. They didn't do that. They'd missed the Sabbath for the land 70 times. Okay, so that's why God made them stay in exile for 70 years. Okay, before he let them finally, trickle back into Judah and rebuild Jerusalem and eventually all these things, right? But that's what happened to those people. And I think what's important for us when it comes to this topic of the erosion of liberty is that these liberties that we're talking about here, our freedom of speech, our freedom to worship, our freedom, our right to life, all these things, they all come from God.
Yeah.
Those are not man-given things.
Right.
Therefore, because man didn't give them to us, they don't have the right to take them away, except in certain circumstances. Right? The government has the authority to curtail evil to protect good. That's what they're supposed to do. Okay.
But not curtail good or just normal for the
Right.
fear that it might become a threat.
Right. Absolutely not. No. That's not their mandate. Okay. They've broken their mandate, and it's our responsibility to kind of stick up for ourselves.
Right.
right? When it comes to this kind of thing. But if we're going to stick up for ourselves, first we got to know what those things are.
Well, I mean, when we say ourselves, are we, who are we? Are we the Christians set apart from the country we're in? Or are we having to reap what the country has sown because we've been here and haven't tried to do anything about it?
It's going to be that.
Right.
It's going to be the latter, right?
So it's like, this isn't the natural order of things. How far this country has fallen as far as what they believe morality is and where it comes from.
Right.
We were talking, the verse we read tonight is, live as though people can see what hope is in you, right?
Right.
And ask questions.
Yeah.
It's very hard to walk around all happity-skippity when I have hardly any hope,
Right.
because we've all everything's just turned its back on God. They don't even want it in the presence of children for what? Right? But they'll teach you all about Native Americans and their beliefs and the Egyptian gods, and that's all
Right.
fine. That's in their textbooks.
Yeah.
But if you want to put a poster of the 10 Commandments on the wall, they're going to go to court over it
Right.
and try to stop it,
Yeah.
even though the people voted for it,
Yeah.
and that we're allowing them to just step all over.
Right. And that's the thing. We are allowing that to happen,
Yeah.
right? For whatever reason. And I think a lot had to do with what we talked about tonight. People are afraid. They don't want to lose their comfort. They don't want to lose their position,
Paycheck.
their whatever it is that they have. They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose more liberty or they don't want to lose their life. They don't want to lose anything. They'd rather. Who cares if they have the 10 Commandments on the wall? The Texans are on tonight,
Right.
right? Or the Ohio State's playing tonight, or whatever it is. That we're anesthetized by these comforts that we have.
Isn't that like what is his name? Nicodemus?
Yeah.
Do I have his name right? Okay. Didn't he do that? Like Jesus was like, "Come with me," or was that a chosen thing?
No, I think he did offer,
Uh-huh.
right?
No, Nicodemus. I never saw The Chosen, but Nicodemus, at least in the story of Jesus, is a member of the Sanhedrin, a Pharisee ruler who comes to Jesus by night to get to interview him, basically, to find out what he's all about. Okay.
Like,
And
how
he
can
does
you be
become a
born
follower.
again?
He does become a follower, or I guess you could call him a disciple of Jesus. He's not one of the 12 disciples, right?
Right.
But he definitely becomes a follower of Jesus. He's probably, we don't know this for sure, but it seems likely he was one of Jesus' financial backers. Okay, because Jesus needed money.
They made it seem like in The Chosen that he didn't go with him because he didn't want to lose his clout. He didn't want to lose his money and his life.
I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
I think, there may have been some of that at the beginning when he first heard. Nicodemus is the one that Jesus said that verse we talked about, John 3:16. That's who got that teaching was Nicodemus, right? You must be born again. That was Nicodemus who heard that, right? And Nicodemus had questions. What do you mean? How do I be born again? Can I climb back inside my mom? And this conversation that they had. And I think Nicodemus went away and thought about that.
Don't try that at home.
Huh? Yeah, don't try that at home. Because the next time we hear about Nicodemus, he's the one who's going to get Jesus off the cross and bury him, right? So that's the next time we hear about Nicodemus in the Bible story. So at some point, he became a disciple of Jesus.
Yeah.
We don't know when. The Bible doesn't tell us that. It's not clear. But I say he was. I'd assume since he was a member of the Sanhedrin, he was a rich man. Lived in Jerusalem, probably had a nice house, and all those things. So, he had a fresh tomb. No one ever been laid in that he let Jesus have. So, but yeah, these liberties. There's not there. It's not there. It's not in. They're not supposed to take these things from us, right? But if we let them do that, God is going to let us let them do that. Right?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
he's not going to let them destroy his church. I'll promise you that. Now, it may look bad, right? The church may have to do like it did in Hungary or Poland or the Soviet Union or these days, during the time of communism and whatnot, and go and sneak into basements and pass out pages of Bibles to each other, or who knows how they're going to go about doing that. But there will be a church.
Yeah.
That's God's instrument on earth to spread His gospel, and so that will always be there. But how we fit into that plan, it may be too late for us. Not us necessarily personally, but us as
You mean the
Americans.
nation?
Us as
Yeah,
Americans.
that's what I figured.
And I think the thing we talked about, abortion, is probably, if not the biggest. To me, it's got to be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's got to be the biggest sin of the nation. That we've deprived. 70 million is a number that they throw around. I don't know. That's a lot.
I mean, Jesus says about the children, anyone who leads these children astray,
Right.
right? It's going to be very bad for them.
Right.
And we're just,
So I want to give some hope. We'll talk about this. And anybody's watching this, okay? If you're out there and you've had an abortion, okay, it doesn't mean it's over for you. Okay? Jesus can still forgive you.
yeah.
You turn your life over to Jesus today and confess your sin of murdering your child. He will forgive you. He will wash away those sins, and He will usher you out of that darkness and into light, and He will give you hope. And He can do that for you today. Get on your knees now if you feel that move, that impulse, and do that today. Do it right now. Don't carry around this burden of guilt that you have from that. You don't have to do that. This is a terrible sin that was committed. I don't know why you fell into it. I don't know if someone duped you into it, someone forced you into it. You just thought it was the best thing for you, and you regret it now, whatever it is. Don't think that you can't be forgiven for that, because you can. I will promise you that. And you're going to hear us as we talk about this issue going forward, how hateful and awful it is, and how evil it is, and how it's ruining our nation. Don't let it ruin you.
Well, no, that's the only reason I feel any urge to speak out against abortion is not so much for the babies. I mean, yeah, that's the thing involved.
Right.
But from like a big biblical perspective, how I view it is those babies have it easy because now they're in heaven. They've never had a chance to do wrong.
Right.
God's not going to. So the babies are fine. All those babies are fine.
Right.
They're going to have to go through pain when it happens, but they're fine now.
Right.
The real concern is what damage does that do to the parents? I can barely forgive myself for certain things. You know what I mean? That's not really even close to that, but imagine some of these poor people who regret that decision, or the people who were forced into that decision without even having the full faculties of, an adult life before they had to make that choice.
Right.
And that being one of the factors in that choice. I don't blame any of them because society is designed to trick you into doing things that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
And abortion is one of those things. So as far as like my perspective on abortion, I'm not pointing the finger at them. I'm not saying you did wrong. Obviously it's wrong. But the reason I feel like we need to stop it the most is for the people who are left behind after that devastating decision.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I feel for those people, and I don't want anyone else to go through that. It's even if you think you don't care, you will care. And if it wasn't legal, if it wasn't so openly accepted, a lot of that would be avoided.
And honestly, I mean, a lot of other problems that we have in this country come directly from that, thing. the low birth rate, the need for immigrants, those kind of things. If we had those 70 million babies in our country, we wouldn't need 70 million immigrants, because we'd have 70 million American citizens here, and who knows how many babies they would have had, right? So, yeah, it was a devastating decision. It was a wrong decision, and we're suffering for it. And you know, we got a big win a couple of years ago, but it's got turned around on us. We kind of, as a pro-life movement, as a church movement, whatever, we kind of said, oh, we won, and kind of backed off a little bit, and that's what was exactly the wrong thing to do. So, what about you, Carla?
I had things. But I was like, oh, I'll save them for next time.
All right, well, we'll do that.
But, like, it's tough. It's a tough topic, you know. I definitely think there needs, I mean, we can go into this next time, but I'll just a little teaser. There needs to be more, okay, you have all kinds of places that will tell you how to end it, but there's like no resources for people to find out if they want to keep it. And I think there needs to be more education on, okay, we know the dad isn't helping you. You know, like, here's your resources. Here's what you can do. Because I think I have known personally someone who I am pretty sure was pressured into it, but she didn't have any resources saying how you can change the outcome, how you can raise the baby, you know. And people need more education on that, I think. And I think there'd be less of it happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like, more people saying, we'll help you, we'll tell you how to keep it.
And that's the thing, those resources are out there.
There's just too much in the culture of, like I said, I watched a movie the other day where they were like, some guy went and got a girl pregnant, and then pretty much they made it look like, oh, well, his life is ruined now. It's like, having a baby isn't going to ruin your life.
Right.
There needs to be more of, in the culture, or people out there being like, you can have a baby and still go to college and still do things, you know?
Right.
But that's my final thought for tonight. I can go into more of it next time.
All right. So liberty has been eroded every step through history, you know. Since Eve sinned and Adam sinned with her, our liberties have been eroded one after the other. But you got to remember, these things didn't happen by accident, and especially not the things that are happening more recently, right? In our own history, they weren't natural disasters that happened. This isn't like a tornado didn't come through and take it and cause abortions to happen. You know, an earthquake didn't come and pass the Patriot Act. None of those things happened, right? They were choices, choices that people made, people that we put in power, right?
Yeah.
That we made choices to put in power, and then allowed to continue to put in power. I mean, look at a guy like Joe Biden. Dude's been in the government for what, over 50 years? How is that possible?
Well, look at
how's that? Just
Ginsburg, right?
You know,
how she was like dying on the stand, like.
Yeah, just over and over and over again.
I don't understand that. We need younger people.
So these men and women get in power, and then they get supported by citizens who look the other way. Every time a liberty is lost, it takes generations or more to get back. I think that's you can look through history and see that's the truth.
Yeah.
And as we move forward and we dig deeper into this, I think we're going to find some even more egregious erosions of liberty. Okay, manipulations in the press, stripping away free speech, abuse of surveillance, the ongoing assault on the right to life. Right. For instance, did you know that 1 in 20 deaths in Canada now are an assisted suicide?
No. Wow.
Yeah. Canada is rapidly becoming a death cult.
That's Oregon too, though, right? They do it, or Washington.
Well, there's some states that
Look how open they are to the woke culture, though.
Right.
They're inviting it in,
Yeah.
and
in
expelling
Canada,
everything that's against it.
It's like treatment. Oh, you're sick? Well, why don't we just kill you? They don't say it that way.
God does.
Oh wow! No, I hadn't been
The wages of
educated on
sin
this.
is
Yeah.
death.
One in
That's
25% of the people that die.
physical
So
law
if
of
they
the
tell
universe.
someone you have 6 months to live, or you can do this, they like actively
Yeah.
push that. That's awful.
No, it's like, oh, you're depressed. Well, we can take care of that for you.
Really?
Honestly,
Can I have your
There-
stuff?
there's no age limit.
Because I thought it was only like, I mean, I guess my brain only thought it was
There's
logistically it would be people that were gonna die.
the parameters of what what the law states is if you have an incurable illness.
So that they consider depression that?
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
you could say I'm depressed and ask for assisted suicide. And think about teenagers.
Oh, I
Because
know.
they're doing this to teenagers. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Like under 18?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go on a deep dive on this
It's
before we talk about it next week.
It's awful.
And
It
it's
is
not
awful.
it's not
Goodness.
that teenager's fault. It's everyone else who allowed it to get that bad. That's it all comes down to if you turn away from God, this is what will happen. If you sin, it's a natural law that's going to it's like a built-in algorithm into the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that he's not caring. He told you way ahead of time. If you guys do this, this is going to happen.
Right.
There's wages of sin is death. It's that simple.
Yeah.
And that's why the enemy is out there to try to get people to sin as much as possible.
All right. So next time, we're going to put truth on trial. We're going to talk about these things, okay? We're going to focus on what I think is one of the most dangerous weapons against liberty, the control of truth itself. And this has been going on as long as we've been a country, and even before that. We'll find all kinds of examples of this, right? That's why I asked you guys about if you'd read Animal Farm, because
I haven't, but I haven't read
you
it.
should read it during the week. It's only
It's only like 200 pages.
it's less than that.
It's
I
really
think.
small.
It's a quick read, because it'll give you an idea of what can happen when you control the truth. Okay, so until then, you guys got anything else to say before we close this off for the night?
I better stop.
Yeah.
Save
if I talk, I'm gonna keep.
Save it for next week.
We ran late tonight.
Pile it up.
Sure.
All right. I'm Pastor Peter for Admin Carla. Good night and God bless.
Good night.
Good night.
I got trouble like you ain't never seen. I must have a million enemies. Their only way to come and kill me tonight, but the Lord is coming soon. Oh my mind. All my life I ain't done no good, till a preacher's wife told me what I should. She said, repent your sins, and when I asked her why, she said, the Lord is coming soon. Oh my, the Lord is coming soon. Oh my, the Lord is coming soon. Oh my, she said, repent your sins, and when I asked her why, she said, the Lord is coming soon. Oh my. Sit right down and I will tell the tale of how the walls in Jericho did fail. They gathered gathered round it and let out their cry. They said the Lord is coming soon. Oh my, he's the pillar of fire, consuming everything. The one that Moses followed to the raging sea. Singing Pharaoh's men, they are close behind, but the Lord is coming soon. Oh my, the Lord is coming soon. Oh my, the Lord is coming soon. Oh my, singing Pharaoh's men, they are close behind, but the Lord is coming soon. Oh my. Coming soon, oh my, the Lord is coming soon, oh my. Pharaoh's men, they are close behind, but the Lord is coming soon, oh my. Lord is coming soon, oh my, the Lord is coming soon, oh my. She said, repent your sins, and when I asked her why, she said the Lord is coming soon. Oh my.